When your brush touches the spray droplets, the paint will burst and spread out, just like that. So instead of painting a solid area, think of it as connecting the dots with the tip of your brush. Imagine you're connecting the water droplets from the spray as you paint. Just barely touch the paper with the tip of your brush as you paint. This yellow is the underpainting for the leaves, so I'm roughly blocking in the shapes. Something like this. Around here. Cadmium yellow. Might be a bit too red. So let's use this one. Windsor yellow. A little lower down. Around here. I'll use this paint. It's a bit more of a pale yellow than cadmium yellow. It's a lighter yellow. I think this one fits the painting better. Let's spray again. I'll come back to this area later. As long as you know where to leave some white, that's enough for now. All right, next, light green. Right now, I'm not painting the leaves in the foreground, but the ones in the background forest. That's the idea. I'll add the really dark, almost black green later, so for now I'm just painting the distant leaves. At this point, if you can, don't just move your brush in one direction. Try coming at it from different angles as you paint. Like this, crossing your strokes, painting sideways, coming in from the right or from the left. If you keep changing the angle of your brush tip, it'll work out nicely. That's why I'm painting this way. I'm hoping to get some accidental leaf shapes. If you do an underdrawing, you'll feel like you have to follow the pencil lines. And that takes away the element of chance, or the pencil lines just get in the way. Having to follow the pencil lines can be stressful, so I skip the underdrawing for the leaves. In watercolor, I think black is the most important color. These really dark colors. Whether you can get a solid black in there or not really makes a difference in how finished the painting looks. That's why I use paint straight from the tube. If you use paint that's already on your palette, you need to add water to dissolve it, so it tends to get diluted. So when you want a really dark color, it's easier and faster to use paint straight from the tube. If your darks always end up too light, try mixing from the tube. Now let's move on to the lower part. Let's paint the bottom area. I'm going to use an oil painting fan brush for this. Not straight out of the package though, this one is new. But this one, I've trimmed the bristles to make it easier to use. If you use it as is, the bristles are too thick and you can't get that scratchy texture. The trimmed one lets you paint like this. The untrimmed one just goes on flat. First, cut the thickness in half, then snip the bristles so they separate, cutting finer and finer. Until you get this look. Make sure your trimmed brush looks like this. Alright, let's paint the lower part. Start with light green and use the dry brush technique. Just dab it on. Kind of like pressing the brush down. As you paint, don't try to finish one spot all at once. Once you've done a bit, move on. Go to the next spot and keep moving along. Don't try to finish it in one go. Let it dry, then layer more on top. Let it dry, then layer again. Alright, with that, this painting is done. How did it turn out for you? You know, I usually spend 15 or even 20 hours on a single piece. So, finishing a painting in just over 3 hours like this time is pretty rare for me. But since I was asked to finish it in 3 to 5 hours, I really tried to speed things up. Still, I think I managed to show you every step of the process. If you want to make it even more realistic, you can spend more time and add more detail from here. That way you can get a really realistic painting. So how detailed you go is totally up to you. For the leaves, I used a spray bottle and also lifted out some color. For the grass, I used a dry brush. Yeah, that's right. I think I managed to show you all the steps for the techniques we use today. Now you can take your time and go at your own pace. Now you can take your time and go at your own pace and just enjoy the process. So that's it for this painting. I hope you found it helpful. And I hope you'll give it a try yourself.